Welcome to the Kindness Cast from Neighborhood Bridges. I'm Ron Smith. The purpose of the Kindness Cast is to showcase the people that are making a difference in our communities to bring kindness to those in need. Since our founding in 2017, Neighborhood Bridges has grown to serve over 43 communities across several states. On today's episode, we're joined by Rick Bannister, Chief Believer and founder of Neighborhood Bridges. Welcome, Rick, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Ron. I'm very excited to continue the Neighborhood Bridges Kindness Casts.
Can you share with us the motivation behind starting Neighborhood Bridges?
Neighborhood Bridges is a charity. It's a 501c3 that I created based upon my own life experience. I have lived in the Westerville, Ohio community most of my life, almost 50 years. I grew up here. I met my wife, Diane, here at Westerville South High School. And we decided to get married and raise a family here in Westerville. And we have 4 daughters, ages 34 down to 19, all of whom are products and graduates of Westerville City Schools. And 30 years ago, I served on the Board of Education here in Westerville. I served across 2 terms, and I've chaired 7 school district levies for Westerville. I've been the levy chair 7 different times. And so I share all of that because Neighborhood Bridges is the culmination of my life experience. I love the mission and possibilities that our public school systems create and stand for. And as a parent and as a community leader, I could see that there were more and more kids who had basic needs. I think you see things in greater detail right through the lens of a parent. And so Diane and I would see that when our girls would bring friends home or be a part of their theater or soccer teams or cheerleading or whatever they were involved in. And so with all that campaign experience I have, and I've led 15 campaigns in total here in Westerville, I thought, why don't we just merge those 2 things? Why don't we create a charity, Neighborhood Bridges, that goes door to door virtually for children in need? And so we launched Neighborhood Bridges on Martin Luther King Day in 2017. And so we've been in operation now, for 6.5 years. And our mission, Ron, is to bridge communities with schools in providing basic needs, removing barriers, and seeking equity for students so they can engage and succeed in school and life. We're very laser-like in our focus, in how we serve and who we serve at Neighborhood Bridges. And the last thing I want to tell you, Ron, is that I tend to be a very optimistic person. And Neighborhood Bridges was really a bet on the kindness and love that exists in each of our communities. And my gosh, have I been wrong a lot of times in my life? But I was right about this. I was right about how people are, I think, starving to help each other. And many times they just don't know how. And so at Neighborhood Bridges, that's what we do. We serve up opportunities to help children in need, hopefully several times a week.
What do you find most rewarding about this work?
Every year I like to come up with a new tagline for my email signature on my email. And it really speaks to this point, Ron, that Neighborhood Bridges brings me in contact with some of the best of humanity in all of our 43 communities, from Sylvania, Michigan, which is on the Ohio-Michigan border in northern Ohio, all the way to Baldwin County and Alabama or Moss Point, Mississippi. We are finding just the best people who are either advocating for students in need, school counselors and social workers who, by the way, have been doing this for generations, but also volunteers in our communities who have been touched by our mission, like yourself, Ron, as an area director, who have said, I want to come forward and lead this effort in my community. So the most rewarding part is meeting these people, understanding what makes their hearts beat, seeing them drive meaningful impact in their community, and doing it in a way that is custom to that community. It's been wonderful. And I shouldn't also leave out the fact that in 6.5 years, we have now driven together impact over 352,000 students. So that's what this is all about. And it gets back to that, what I mentioned to you about placing that bet on humanity. I was right.
Thanks, Rick. That definitely describes what impact Neighborhood Bridges can have on a community. That brings us to a close for this Kindness Cast. The mission behind Neighborhood Bridges is to bridge communities with schools and providing basic needs and removing barriers for students so they can engage and succeed in school and life. For additional information about Neighborhood Bridges, visit our website at neighborhoodbridges.org. We look forward to serving you on our next Kindness Cast and bring you the people and stories of how Neighborhood Bridges is making a difference and impact. I'm Ron Smith. On behalf of all of us at Neighborhood Bridges, thank you for watching, and remember, kindness changes everything, and kindness is cool. Have a good day.